What's my name, fool? Snoop Patty Dog. Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Death Row's definitely in the house. Ooh, those lyrics. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg is at the door. I'm telling you, right? That's clever. That's clever. That's clever. You can take any Snoop song and just say the lyrics. Just take if you take the beat out and you take the signature Snoop nasally tone out, them lyrics are now, as they have always been, trash. Okay? Ain't Nothing But a G Thing came out. I was like in the 3rd grade. That's how old his ass is. Too old to be out here playing shooting the president, fake shooting the president, etc. I wouldn't care if it was George W. Bush. I wouldn't care if it was Obama. I don't care. Damn sure not Donald Trump. You don't play like that. Now, if this was maybe Chief Keef and them, or some 20-year-olds who are doing what they see everybody else do, maybe don't have the full understanding of the ramifications of doing something like that, then I could say, okay, it's just rap and these kids don't know what they're doing, and just ignore it and move on with my life. Problem is that he old enough to be somebody's granddaddy, number one. But number two, don't y'all know a CIA operative when you see one? I mean, come on, really now. Now, when I started off on this channel, I was trying to explain to you about Hillary Clinton and how her and the Democrats used Beyonce and a lot of other celebrities in order to try to get black votes. I also talked to you about how they used what was happening in the news to awaken black people again to politics and to try to give an emotional reason to supporting the Democrats and to supporting Hillary Clinton, and making sure that people did not think with their heads and vote straight on politics and policies. The Democratic Party has done this before during the campaign of Bill Clinton. This is when Snoop Doggy Dogg bust onto the scene. First time you heard of him was for a soundtrack of a movie called Deep Cover. Since when in the history of niggerdom do you know black men who can get off of murder charges? That only seems to happen in the music industry. You think that's some kind of coincidence? Now, according to Tupac's mother, Afeni Shakur, according to Juanetta Wallace, is it Juanetta? Valletta? I don't want to mess up your name, honey. I'm sorry. Biggie Smalls' mama, okay? Miss Wallace. According to them, their sons were being monitored and watched by the CIA and by the FBI. Now, you can go on Netflix and watch a documentary, and it's called The Hip Hop Police. And there's actually a few of them, where they show you the dossier that has all the names of all the hip-hop artists, their families, their cars, everywhere they live, everything that they drive, and they're on heavy surveillance, okay? But we also know through our research of Freemasonry and the Freemason Illuminati and the music industry that there's a connection between the music industry and between government. We know that, right? We know that the companies that own these music record labels also have stake in the prison industrial complex. We know that, right? So, as Bill Clinton is running for president, coincidentally, the gangster rap now is even more so on a rise. And everybody is really feeling themselves and making it real cool, particularly coming out of the West Coast, to be a gangster. Snoop Dogg made sure that you understood what a Crip was and what it meant to be a Crip. Then Crips and Bloods were in Los Angeles. Now they are all over this country. When I lived in Virginia, they had Bloods over there, and I was like, where are the Crips? Oh, we don't have no Crips. So who is your enemy? You just got Bloods and no Crips? And I've been to places like in St. Louis, where there's a whole bunch of people claiming Crip. And I'm like, where are the Bloods? Oh, well, we don't have any Bloods here. Oh, there's no Blood franchise. The Bloods have not worked their way into this particular neighborhood here. So who are you beefing with? It's a fad. And it's a fad that was started out of this CIA-controlled mind control experiment. Started coming out of Hollywood. This is why I'm making a direct correlation. When you first heard of Snoop, it was on a movie soundtrack. So don't sit here and try to act like Hollywood and music are separate. They're not. They're all here for indoctrination. The music and the movies tell you how to respond to your environment and what to believe, and that is what programs you. This is why if I say something to you that you have never heard before, your first instinct, instead of going, wow, that's interesting, is to get angry. So damn mad. So mad. I'm going to leave a comment. I'm going to unsubscribe. I'm going to let her know how angry I am that she just told me that the dinosaurs are not real. Now, I don't have any personal evidence of dinosaurs being real. I've never seen a friggin' dinosaur. It doesn't anatomically make any sense. There's not one real dinosaur bone anywhere on anybody's museum, anywhere on this damn supposed spinning globe Earth, okay? Nowhere. Literally. Go to the museum, ask them. They will tell you those bones are paper mache in the damn museum, okay? It's all fake. These people literally said they found a tooth, okay? And they basically, from a tooth that they supposedly found somewhere, they constructed an entire size of dinosaurs and what they might have looked like. Oh, and they're big as hell, but they don't eat meat. All that drama, it's a fairy tale. Then here comes Jurassic Park. All of a sudden, the dinosaurs in the museum got bigger and faster. There are so many different things out here that we all believe to be true because Hollywood has reinforced it for us. Okay? So, go look at it. It's all, I can see your face. I can see your face. It's all fake. Okay? These people have 3-year-old cadavers on display, moving around this country telling people it's King Tut. To the point where it makes me wonder, did you ever find King Tut? How the hell we know that you didn't just make the King Tut story completely up out of the clear blue sky? This is why, unfortunately, those of you who are in the Pan-African movement, honey, that's CIA too. Mind control. This is why it all points to Egypt. But there's no other information about Timbuktu and Mansa Musa, nothing else going on in Africa. But they can tell you about every single damn thing that happened in Egypt when there are other civilizations who had literature. But they want to take you over here to Egypt and they want you to read these hieroglyphics and look at all these mummies, and that is a fairy tale that these people wrote about 200 years ago. The Great Pyramids is a big ass amusement park, dear. It's all fake. Stonehenge, they own videotape. Bringing the stones in and placing them in a circle and telling your ass that they don't know how they got there. It must have been an alien. I am not making this stuff up. And I did not just start researching on YouTube 2 months ago, and now I'm out here trying to tell y'all something, okay? This world has never made any damn sense because these people lie so much. If they will lie about some things, they will lie about everything. So now if you think that these people who are so smart, you know they have undercover agents who put tattoos all over their body, will go buy crack from you, sit up, smoke it with you, in the whole nine to get in close. Deep cover. They got deep cover hoes, deep cover pimps. You know who the deep cover, because mind you, we see CIA and the DNC going hand in hand, right? You see that also, this is why WikiLeaks is exposing them in Vault 7. You see that. You see the news anchors all down with the get down. So what makes you think, what would make you think that they do not have rappers deep cover? You got Rick Ross, who we know was a correction officer, right? He worked inside the jails. You seen him with his badge on. How do you know that he ever fully left law enforcement? How do you know he didn't get a promotion? Because Rick Ross is on one of them old Trina albums, and he doesn't sound anything like how he sounds right now. He sounded like trash. It's actually one of the few songs on there I was like, I can't even listen to this song because it was so bad. Who is this clown, Trina, that you didn't put on here? Did you lose a bet? Then all of a sudden, he is the biggest rapper ever. Out of nowhere. He's the boss. And he's coming from law enforcement. And his name, his rap name, Rick Ross, he's naming himself after somebody else who was a friggin' operative, who admittedly worked with CIA bringing the dope into Los Angeles or all around the country. Right? He wrote a book about it. He was on Alex Jones, etc. Freeway Rick Ross. Okay, well, that's where that rapper is coming from. He named himself after somebody else who was deep cover working with the feds. T.I. got caught with guns bigger than his entire body, which ain't that probably that hard, but that is not the point. T.I. did not do that long in jail, and then he did longer in jail for violating the damn probation when he went back, or parole or whatever it was. I mean, he got off so scot-free the first time that he could get high and drink lean and make U-turns on red lights in Los Angeles, which nobody does that. You've got to be crazy because they pull you over for thinking too hard in LA. So you out here making U-turns on red lights on Hollywood Boulevard. That stuff was strong. And you know you got a rap sheet and you got dope in the car? Where they do that at? T.I. do that. Then he's out again in 5 minutes. Where else does that happen? Where else do black men get that kind of treatment? Hello, the handwriting is on the wall. They lost this election. Hillary and them did. They owe a whole lot of money. Obama don't want to be over here in what they're calling the Black House, trying to monitor everything Trump is doing to bring him down. He is there because he has to. Because he took a deal and he took the money. And he made promises and he could not deliver. And now the mob is on his ass. These people are a bunch of runners, is what they are. Why did Jay-Z just tell Drake on a new song that he's doing, talking about Summers, you know, you ain't a boss, you just a runner, or something like that, he said. A runner for what? These people are there to push agendas, is what they are agenda pushers, okay? And that's why they don't have to be that talented, they don't have to be that cool, they don't have to be any of that. Hollywood will make the difference. In their real life, from what I've heard about how Snoop really was, he wasn't all that hard, gangster, dope dealer, all that kind of stuff, okay? He was really trying to stay out of the way from them guys. It just so happened that his BFF, Warren, big brother, was Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre was already fully initiated into all the mess. When Snoop Dogg come out here and try to act like he's taking any type of moral position on anything, he didn't have no moral position against Dr. Dre when Dr. Dre was over there slapping bitches upside the head, did he? That's a cold piece right there, that Dr. Dre is. Anyway, notice that Solange, and it's so funny that when I talk about pop culture, people get mad as if it's not related, as if these mind control efforts are not happening inside of pop culture, okay? If everybody is talking about the same thing, then that's how you end up preaching to the choir, and that's boring, number one. Number two, the main people who worship these people are the main people who need to be deprogrammed so that they will understand these people don't love you. They don't even love their damn job, okay? If you look at their children, you can tell the type of mindset that they really have. Because I understand you not being able to come up with nothing better than being a rapper or a basketball player when you grow up in the hood. But when you have done nothing but go to private schools and your parents have millions of dollars and ain't none of y'all rappers ain't turning out no scientists and no damn doctors, that lets me know that y'all is ratchet as hell. The money can't buy you class. The money cannot put your priorities in place. Okay? Now, Solange on that album that she put out, her most recent project, right, would sound like what Lemonade should have been, okay? It's what y'all thought y'all was gonna get with Lemonade, okay? But Solange gone ahead, gave y'all the Sister Girl album that you wanted. But she makes it a point to highlight Master P. Why? Because I believe that Master P is probably one of the only ones that is not a part of the same fraternity, let's call it. And that is the reason why when Snoop was down on his luck and Death Row had all his money and his records and was coming for his ass, this is why he turned up with Master P. Whenever they want solace from the Freemason Illuminati, they get to call him Master P. Master P has never been an overtly violent or sexual or perverted type of entertainer. He's always been responsible to some degree. Even with his movies, when they talk about, oh, we just showing a depiction of the hood and all that kind of stuff. You look at Master P movies, did not end up in everybody with violence and all that kind of stuff. It was lighthearted. His characters had heart. They were not all just caricatures or stereotypes, etc. And so that's why I bring him up. And so anyway, what Snoop Dogg is doing is part of the agenda. What Snoop is doing is what they have told him to do. Okay? Snoop does not appear to me to be a very sophisticated type individual. I'm not going to say he's not intelligent. I'm going to say not very sophisticated, very much wanting to be down, very much wanting to be accepted, okay, and a part of the group. He don't want to give up that little bit of fame, that little bit of money, whatever he got. He's not getting ready to get that up. So whatever hoops he got to jump through, that's what he's going to do. And with him coming out and being so violent against Donald Trump, and with the rap songs F Donald Trump and all that has been put out, and notice is coming out from rappers out of the same LA area, okay? With them pushing that agenda like that, that is what is keeping the conversation so violent and so volatile, okay? So that's their job. This is why I can't sit down with somebody who is, you know, their age group, look like them, their same demographics, and say, hey, this is why Trump is beneficial to you. Because the programming from Snoop and these other people is to have a violent, aggressive attack and to be non-receptive. And that is all mind control programming. Okay, so what Snoop Dogg is doing is programming a response. And they do this with everything. This is why they have so many shows where they'll sit you down for 2 hours and tell you stories and stories and stories of, oh, I'm gay and I came out to my mom and this is what happened. Oh, you know, I always knew she was different and I just went on ahead and accepted her and loved her for who she is. Well, why are they showing you this so many times? Because they want you to respond the same way when it happens to you. I'm just using that as an example, okay? So there are very many things in that way. And even when it comes to Kyrie Irving and the flat earth thing, why are they making it such a big deal to laugh him off? Because when you hear it, this is how they want you to respond. So there are some, we can go through the line. There are so many different things out here where the media programs your response. That book 1984 came true a long time ago, okay? The New World Order, everybody was waiting on. We've been in the New World Order a long time ago, boo. Y'all, it's late. I don't know, you're not waiting. We're not waiting for the New World Order. It's here. It's been here. It's been here. And we're actually in the kind of final stages of their overall plan, okay, for this age that we're in. And the end game is to have one religion and one world government. Donald Trump threatens that. These people played both sides. Jeb Bush or Hillary Clinton was supposed to be the president. They did everything to make sure that could happen. But Jeb Bush was so tired in comparison to Trump that you would not have even been able to steal votes for him, because nobody was going to believe, nobody, Democrat otherwise, would have believed that, right? And so they thought they could just take him out later, and they were not able to do that, okay? But this is the reason why they're probing into him on this whole Russian thing, because the globalist, the New World Order, is threatened and really sad and desperate. And they're so sad and desperate that they have to call the likes of a Snoop Dogg or a T.I. or somebody like that to help to keep this shit going. And they know, don't nobody get mad like black people know how to get mad when black people finally get mad about something. Okay? So, and at the age Snoop Dogg is, he has fans that are in their 40s and 50s because he's been around for a damn long ass time. Okay? So, they're sending their operatives out to keep black people pissed off. Now, I don't know if you haven't noticed, but nobody else has become a hashtag since Hillary Clinton stopped running. When she started talking about becoming the president, or really campaigning, that's when all the hashtags started. When she stopped campaigning, that's when the hashtags stopped. So just be paying attention to these things because it's all connected, okay? So if you have something constructive to add to the conversation, then of course we're always having the discussion below. Until next time, peace.